He's got the one.
All right, we should be good now.
Okay, perfect. All right. Well, welcome everybody. It is Monday night, November 21st. Oh my goodness gracious. 7:32 p.m. I want to first thank Miss Leslie Powell for giving an unbelievable app training and whatnot this past half hour. If you guys did not get to listen to that, go back to One Person Big Difference, and you'll be able to scroll through the first few minutes as we got technology, not we, as she got technology working. And no, it's so good. You know what's so powerful and important through all of this is sometimes we individually think, oh my gosh, I don't know if I could do this. Oh my gosh, I don't know. Like, we all have to just do things and figure things out, and we're all going through things all the time. So Leslie, thank you for doing that. That was so helpful. So just go back into One Person Big Difference Facebook group after this and watch that. There were so many helpful tips and tricks that were in there. Super quick, because our message tonight is right at that 30-minute mark. So we're going to end a couple minutes late. But today is the last day for free shipping here in the US, specifically on, do they have this? I'm trying to think, Canada. Do they? No, I didn't think so. On Fat Burn, Daily Wellness, and LTO Axio. The last night, you guys, for that free shipping. Last night. So if you need it, you need it. If you need all those things, stock up. Think about holiday stuff again. Who needs extra fat burn? Who needs extra daily wellness? We're going through that new ginger wellness like crazy. It's really funny. Carrie, Boom, and Sean and I have been talking a lot every night. Like, oh, I'm having my hot daily wellness, and raspberry. Oh, I'm having my hot daily wellness and orange cream. And I just tried that one. So good, so healthy for you. I drink more than one of them a day. So make sure you guys get that tonight. You can add in anything else that you want to it. Oh my gosh, I need this. Oh my gosh, I need that. You're gonna get free shipping as long as one of those things is in your cart with it, okay? Please also, after this call, text your customers. Hey, just want to let you know, last night for free shipping for this, this, and this, if you need it. That's all you got to do. And they'll be like, oh my gosh, yes. And then you can tell them, is there anything else that you need? Because it'll ship for free. Most people do not like shipping. So they will be so grateful that you even told them that they could add in a product and get the free shipping. So you guys, it's a service that we do for our customers is really, really important there. So good. What else, Sean, before we get into everything? Am I missing? Oh, Sean, do you have your slide of our little thing that we just put together?
Oh, I do not, but if you give 10 seconds and talk about lemonade going away.
Yes, I will give you 10 seconds. Okay. We thought it was going away a couple months ago, but they were so kind and let us have it for a little bit longer. I did confirm today. So this is actually perfect timing. Lemonade Axio is going away for good until next season, for good at the end of this month. So I would 1000% do it. And maybe you want to add in a daily wellness and get tons of Lemonade Axio so that you can get that free shipping. Oh, lemonade, you guys. That is such a great one for so many people, for sampling, for doing so many things. So that is going away. Anything else, you guys, that I am missing as far as things going away the end of this month tonight? The other last minute thing is rock the rhythm. I can't even say it. Rock the rhythm. We cannot stress this enough. We had our leader call today at noon, and I said, this is a non-negotiable event. It's free. You do have to register for it though. So as soon as we are off this call, because we love you so much, I'm going to urge this till the last second that you are registered and that you are attending and that you have the evening blocked out for it. Really, really, really important. It's in January. So make sure that you have that done. And my recommendation is get big distributor groups together. This will be a distributor event, and get them all together. And it's going to be a powerful, like Sean just said, you will be behind the 8 ball on many things if you miss this. So super, super, super important. All right, Shampoo, are you ready?
Got it. Ready? 3, 2.
All right. Does anybody want it's just like fun. It's the holidays. Does anybody want another flash team promo that we're just going to do? We just put it together tonight through some ideas from the leaders today. But we just finalized it. Drum roll, honey, we got a drum roll. There it is. Buy 3 beauty serums and get an eye serum for free. We went through and we were talking to the leaders today and they were like, oh, the beauty serum, which I agree. That stuff, if you use it, put in the chat if you like it. Why do you like it? It is gold. It is hydrating. When it first came out, I'm like, I don't know how my skin can get, better from the True Science skin system. Then I started putting that on. I'm like, oh, wow. And then we got collagen. Wow. Man, we are blessed. So there it is. Buy 3, get 1 free of the eye serum. The eye serum, Carrie Dickey will tell you, she puts it under here, puts it here. Yes. But if you got a little bit extra, so you're going to get your free, put it in the areas that like right up in here, around the mouth, like my girls, if they get a little acne, women time, sorry, TMI men, but they'll go and they'll put it on those specific areas. It's like their favorite thing to do. So, all right, there we go.
We don't have a time frame on this yet, so let's do it through. Today is Monday. Let's do through the end of day Wednesday on this, and then we will also send out the details on how to get me the information that you ordered it or one of your personal customers ordered it. But the subject line, this is very important, you guys. The subject line must be serum. I will not find it in my email. I get hundreds of these, so I will not find it, and I won't be able to ship out the free serum if it does not say serum in the email. So if you decide to take advantage of this flash sale, you'll have till end of day Wednesday. I'll put into the notes here, but we'll also send out on all the different platforms, Facebook and Telegram, all the details on this. But serum is very, very important. So do that for me.
Yes. And make sure that if you order it, it's only for you. If you have any customers that order it, make sure that they do it, or the 2 of you communicate. Like if you're taking care of your customers, say, do not email Sean so that he gets double emails. Okay. Just be super, 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 super clear on that. But we're going to say it a million times over. Make sure the subject line says serum and it just comes from the one person. And there's the email. Okay. And then the last thing before we go into the big holiday goodness is we did speak with our leadership today as well. And who else would like to have one more extension? We decided. Drum roll. Okay, so we did talk and decide that we will, until Sean Post says something, we will extend. If you buy an elite pack, you get a free collagen stack. Now we're seeing, positive things happening for people where they can have an extra collagen stack on hand for glow parties, an extra collagen stack on for somebody else within their family, an extra collagen stack on hand for holiday, gift bags there's just so many different things. I don't know about you, but like I said today, I get a little like shortness of breath if I see or even think of getting low on collagen now. So having a little bit of backup is always good. So lots of ideas for that. So we will, is it a stack? Did I say something wrong? So anyway, we will continue to honor that. And, it's a great thing when you are talking to people about the different packs that they're interested in with coming into with LifeVantage, is that you share that they get all the products in there. They get the free collagen from us, plus they get the Elite Academy ticket or convention ticket, plus all those LVAs. So it's a huge savings there. But the most important thing I really want to stress about that Elite pack is statistics. And there is strong data that shows that people that are able to try the products from their first order, the likelihood of them continuing on different products, which we know are so yummy and good, all of them, right? They will continue using different products. But if they only start out with Nerf 2 or Nerf 2 and collagen, the likelihood of them upgrading into other products is not very high. It's just what the statistics show. So we want to make sure that people are opening their business, right? Know everything that's out there, become products of the product. So there's just a lot of value that goes into that. So anyway, we will continue doing that unless it just doesn't seem it's of value, but we thought, and the feedback has been that it has been of value. So has it been of value? You guys have to let us know. And has it helped you guys? Please let us know, because that's what we are here to do, is that. All right, you ready, Shampoo? All right, we're gonna, and I've been training myself today, like, what are all the holiday things? What are all the holiday things? And I was watching this video, it was about an hour long, and I'm like, well, the king himself can train you guys a little bit on it. I was gonna just go and do my notes from it, but we're gonna pull a little clip and get your notes ready, you guys, and get ready for the holiday season. We're gonna play a video for a little bit. It is gonna go past, a little bit past the 8 o'clock time. So if anybody has to get off right at 8, come back into One Person Big Difference and watch it, because you'll wanna watch it through to the end. But holiday things outside of what he speaks here, I want you to keep all the holiday cards that you get. If you start getting holiday cards, save them. Save, you know, the names of things. And when you get them, text the person right away. Take a picture of the card. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited to see you and the family, blah, blah, blah. Because a lot of those people, maybe you haven't talked to in a month, 2 months, 3 months, a year, 2 years plus. It is amazing to open up conversations again, doing that. And start, if you haven't done it, get out your Christmas list and Hanukkah and all the holiday lists of people that you want to bless this year. Not only your friends, not only your family, your UPS people, your hairstylists, your teachers, your mailmen, your insurance people. I mean, there's just so many people. So start writing those lists down, because through the promos that we're doing, you guys, you can start gifting off of that. You know, if the company ends up doing something special for everybody, you can go off that. You know, there's just endless possibilities. So, all right, Shampoo.
Here we go.
And this is where you guys go in the chat when you think of certain things or have any aha moments.
One is about 3.5 years into my network marketing experience, I finally made the decision to go pro. I finally made the decision to become a network marketing professional, to walk away from timing and positioning and, you know, cool, fancy tools or incredible training programs, and just decide to be a professional here, to become world-class here, to become an expert here. And once I made that decision, I found that teachers who weren't visible before all of a sudden became visible. They say when the student's ready, the teacher appears. Well, guess what? Once I became ready, my teachers started to appear. Ideas and insights and strategies and mentors. The training that I listened differently than I listened those first 3.5 years. And I started to attend events when normally I said I didn't have the time. I started to get coaching when normally I wasn't open to getting coaching. I started to really be a student and get the training necessary to be successful. And one of the things that I learned over the course of many years was these 10 strategies to be able to maximize the holidays. I wanted to be able to share them with you so you can change the way these holidays impact you. Because, like I told you, I became convinced that nobody wanted to look at a product or an opportunity during the holiday season. I became convinced that it's just better to just ramp your efforts down and wait for January. Year after year, I would say, well, you know what? I'm not going to do much. I'm just going to hang out with family in the month of December. But in January, boy, I'm really going to tear it up. Next year is going to be my year. It's going to be amazing. I did that year after year after year after year until finally a mentor started to help me with these strategies. And when he did, this season, the season of November, December, became the most productive season of the year for me, when they used to be the worst months of the year, the worst season of the year. Okay. So I want to share this with you. And for those of you that I've got a bonus strategy here, I've got 10 strategies to be able to share with you. I got a bonus strategy for everybody who stays until the end. So I encourage you to do that. And my hope is that this message finds you at the right time and you're ready to put some things into motion, because now's the time. We got to hit it if we're going to be able to maximize this. Okay. So strategy number one, you ready for strategy number one? Here we go.
Michelle said that it's really muffled on the sound. Is anybody else having that problem hearing it?
It's muffled, but we can hear it.
But we can't see it anymore.
That's because I turned off screen sharing.
Oh, okay.
Here, I'm going to try this, see if that helps. Let's see.
Thank you, guys.
Strategy number one,
Better.
change your thinking.
Yeah.
What does that mean? Like I told you, my biggest challenge when it came to the holiday season was I thought that people didn't want to buy during November and December. I thought that people didn't want to think about opportunity in November and December. I thought that people only wanted to just hang out with family and sing songs and play games during in November and December. And that's the opposite of what's the truth. People are more ready to buy in November and December than any other time of the year. They're ready to buy. They got their credit cards going. They're ready. They put themselves in debt in November and December and they pay it off for the rest of the year. They're ready to buy. So don't think for a moment that they're not ready to buy, because they are. Number two, they're ready for opportunity. This is a reflective time of year. This is a people look back at where they are in their life and they're trying to determine, am I where I wanted to be? Is the game plan that I bought into, is that a game plan that's helping me move towards my goals and my dreams? They're open for opportunity more than any other time of the year. You think it's January? No. They're thinking about it in November and particularly in December. They're reevaluating their lives and they're never more open to taking a look at something that might help them move forward than during this season. It's your posture that's the problem. See, my posture used to be, and I'm guessing for many of you, it's like, God, I'm sorry, I have this product, but I don't mean to bother you. I know you got a lot of stuff going on. I know you got a lot of family things. You got your Christmas shopping. I'm sorry. I would apologize. On a subconscious level, I was apologizing constantly for my opportunity. And same thing, apologizing for the product, apologizing for the opportunity. And because I was apologizing psychologically versus, hey, I got something that's so cool and you need to take a look at it right now, being bold, being certain, being confident. When I changed that, my prospects all of a sudden became open. When I was apologizing, I kind of felt like my thinking prior to this was it was distasteful. It was not professional to talk to people about opportunity in November, December. You know what's the truth for November and December? People have a Thanksgiving weekend and they've got 2 or 3 days during Christmas and maybe a day and a half for New Year's. The rest of the time, you know what they're doing? They're working. They're working. They're involved in commerce. If they're in retail, they're working triple time. They're working just like all of us. They're open. They're looking at stuff. Yeah, they got a little bit of Christmas shopping, but that's just more stress. Most of them don't have the money in order to be able to figure it out. Change your thinking about this season is the most important thing. If you don't change your thinking, guess what? You're going to get the results you've always gotten. But if you'll change your thinking about this season, here's how I want you to think about it. This season is a time for you to get market share in your company. And make no mistake about it, business is about market share. Right now, you have this tiny little percentage of your company. While other people sleep in November and December, you go into action. So when they lose market share, you're gaining market share. You actually get a double benefit during the holiday season. This is a chance for you to go past let them sleep. Let them do whatever they're going to do, but not you and your team. I'm going to give you strategies in order to be able to make that happen. But the most important holiday strategy is to change your thinking about people's openness, about people's time, about people's commitment, about people's buying habits, about you and your company, your opportunity, the fact that you're bothering people. Are you apologizing? You got to change your thinking completely from top to bottom, okay? That's number one. Number two for your notes is, I learned this from one of my mentors. All business is conversation. All business is conversation. So this is a concept that will serve you very, very well if you pay attention to this. What we want to do, you know what most people do during the holidays? They have less conversations. They talk to less prospects. They have less conversations with their team. They have less conversations with their customers. They go less. Your job is to increase the number of conversations you're having and the number of conversations your team is having. And you're going to use all kinds of strategies to be able to increase those conversations. Your job is, if you do this right, you should be able to double or triple the number of conversations you're having during November and December. Double or triple the number of conversations. If you do that, regardless of what those conversations are, you're going to get a benefit. You're going to get a tremendous benefit, okay? So all business is conversation. Our goal is to increase the number of conversations. Got it? That's number two. Number three, the best way I know to make sure that your holiday season is going to have more conversations because you've changed your thinking is to preload November and December with as many appointments as you possibly can. Preload November and December with as many conversations as you possibly can schedule. Okay? So, best strategy I know for this is using text message, direct message, SMS, on whatever platform you'd like, but reaching out to people and saying, hey, I'd love to get together with you. When's a good time for us to get together in November and December when we can sit down? I got something I want to share with you. I think you're going to really love. Okay? So send them an SMS, send them a text message, and schedule an appointment. It could be for coffee, it could be for lunch, it could be for drinks after work, it could be on the weekends, it could be in between Christmas shopping, it could be whatever. Schedule those appointments. Now, I'm going to give you a simple strategy. If you sent out 100 text messages or 100 direct messages, you will schedule 40 to 50 appointments. Now think about 40 to 50 appointments. That's almost one a day for November and December. What's going to happen if you talk to one person a day, find out what's going on in their life, they find out what's going on in your life, you share with them a product or service that will mean something to them, you share with them an opportunity that could change their lives. You're learning through that process, right? You got tools to be able to do it, videos to be able to share with them, whatever it is, products to be able to sample, products to be able to demonstrate. One a day for the month of November, December. Is that going to be more conversations or less conversations than you normally have? So if you send out 100 text messages, what would happen if let's say you have 10 people on your team and you were able to persuade those 10 people to come over to your house, take one night as early as possible to preload, and you all send 100 text messages together over the course of 2-3 hours? What will you do? You'll book somewhere in the neighborhood of 500 conversations, 500 appointments during the months of November, December. Now, whether it's face-to-face appointment or using Zoom or Skype or FaceTime or whatever it happens to be, it doesn't matter. It's just about the conversation. So imagine it now if you have 100 people on your team and you're able to convince and persuade those people to get together with you and as early as possible send out 100 text messages each. Okay? You're going to schedule 5,000 appointments in November and December. 5,000 conversations in November and December. Good things are going to happen. More customers are going to get involved. More distributors are going to get involved. And the reason why I say preload, because if I'm working with you, let's say I'm working with you, you're part of my team, and I'm able to persuade you before the holidays get going and you get overwhelmed to send out whatever amount of text messages. Let's say you book 30 appointments between now and Christmas. Okay? If you book 30 appointments, now it's scarier to go cancel those appointments than it is to go actually do them. You're committed now. That's why I say preload it. Schedule it all out. Get the calendar filled up. Show me your calendar during the holidays, and I'll show you what 2020 is going to look like. Okay? 2020 is going to be based upon your calendar in 2019 at the end. It's going to be based upon the training that you get. It's going to be based upon the coaching that you get. It's going to be based upon the people that you're associating with. All right? So preloading the holiday season with appointments is one of the most important aspects to making sure that there are more conversations happening. Got it? That's number 3. Number 4, gifting strategies. Let me just share several different gifting strategies. Gifting strategy number 1. Do you have a product that is giftable? If you do, it should be your gift of choice for your friends and family, if appropriate. It should be, if it could be a stocking stuffer, have it be a stocking stuffer. It should be a recommendation for other people to give that gift to somebody that they care about. So whether it's gifting for you, you go to your team gifting for them, or you go to your customers and prospects and say, hey, you're already a customer of this product. Would you consider having this product be a gift for somebody that you care about? You know what? Maybe I'm just talking about guys, but us guys, we struggle with gifts. If somebody shows up in my life and says, hey, I have a great gift idea for your wife. Oh, I'm thrilled. Please make it easy on me. A great gift idea for my brother, my sister. Fantastic. One less thing for me to deal with, right? I'm stressed out going to the mall. I'm stressed out trying to figure out what everybody wants to get. You know what I mean? So somebody helps me with gifting ideas. Now, some of you can bundle this product into a gift pack. You can have a sample pack as a gift. You can have an individual product as a gift. Some of you have services that could be a gift. Maybe they're short-term for a period of time and other people can have it long-term. But think about the gifting strategies that you can use in order to be able to get more exposure of your product and more conversations happening during this holiday season, okay? So think about all the gifting strategies that are possible within your company and put those into action early. You're going to have to remind people a lot in order to be able to really get them to pay attention, okay? It's one thing for you to do it. It's another thing for everybody else to get involved with that's part of your team. Get involved in gifting strategies. Number 5, giving and gratitude. This is just about conversation and community. And if you connect, I'll give you a couple different strategies here on giving and gratitude. One thing that I like to do, and you got to decide what you want to do during the holiday season. But at Thanksgiving, me and my family, we reach out to people who are in need, and we work with our friends in order to be able to help those people out. Like last Thanksgiving as an example, I posted on Facebook just kind of on a whim, said, hey, if you know somebody that's really in a difficult situation right now and $1,000 would mean a lot for them, post their story below, and my family's going to sit together during our Thanksgiving dinner, and we're going to pick one of those, and we're going to send them $1,000. So these amazing stories poured out. So we're like, how do we pick between this one and that one and this one and that one? And then my friends started showing up and saying, well, we'll match it. We'll match it with 1,000 so you can pick more than one. Oh, well, and we'll match it. Pretty soon, I think it was like 12 or 14 people decided to match $1,000 in order to be able to do that. So my wife and I and our family, we matched all of those 14. So we ended up picking something like 28 people, and we were able to go through and pick these different people and then donate $1,000 just as a gift out of the blue for no reason at all. Just as something that we wanted to do. Now, I want you to think about giving in a couple different ways. Could you come up with a campaign, a fundraising campaign for a charity that your team could get involved with? Maybe it's a bicycle for kids, that everybody on the team buys a bicycle and you give them away to homeless kids or underprivileged kids. If it's a gift of food during the holidays, if it's a gift of Christmas presents for people who couldn't afford them, whatever that gift is, think about what happens to you in the community, what happens to you and your team when you're involved in gift giving during this period of time. Not just among your family, but to the world. What if you all got together and cleaned up a park? What if you all got together and did something, you painted something that needed to be painted? What if you all got together and did something special? Would that be beneficial overall for the team and for the emotions of that team? The answer is of course. Another thing that we do, and we encourage the people in our organization to do, now we're in one situation where we can kind of afford to do this, but between Thanksgiving and Christmas, whenever we go out, we tip whatever the bill is. So we don't tip 10%, we don't tip 20%. We tip the entire bill. So if it's $150 for lunch for the family, the tip is $150. And we just say happy holidays. That when you go to a fancy restaurant, that gets a little nuts. You go $600 and you're tipping $600. It's like, okay, we said we were gonna, but the stories that came out of that just from our family are crazy. Me and my youngest son, we had so much fun doing this last year. We'd tip and then we'd go around the corner because we didn't want to just hang out and say, oh, isn't it cool that we gave you the money? We'd go go around the corner and we just watch their reaction for when they picked up the bill. And the reaction's so cool. People would start crying. People run over to their friends. They jump up and down. I had people chase me into the parking lot and saying, is this a mistake? No, it's not a mistake. You don't know what this just did for me. I'm going to go on a major push this year for everybody in network marketing to go crazy with that. But what if your team just did something like that? But what if maybe it's not tip the bill? Maybe it's tip 30%. Maybe it's tip 40%, whatever, something out of the ordinary, just as a way to give back. Do you think those people want to be working at Applebee's on December 23rd? Answer is no, they don't. You can be a cool thing. So whatever charity, whatever organization, whatever activity you want to get involved with, if you involve your team with it, it's going to create more conversation. It's going to help change your thinking about this season, create more conversation. It's going to do good things. Trust me, it's going to do good things. Now on gratitude, what if you picked and you taught everybody in your team, pay attention to the strategy now. Could you think of 30 people you're grateful for? Yes or no? 30 people. If you really thought about it, a teacher, a coach, a mentor, a friend, somebody helped you move, somebody who helped you change a tire, whatever. Somebody who was there for you on a bad day. Could you come up with 30 people? What if, starting Thanksgiving Day, you posted one gratitude post a day to your social media? One a day. And said, I want to talk to you about my 8th grade teacher. And here is Mrs. Johnson, and here's why I'm so grateful for her, and tag her in that. And maybe ask other people, do you have a teacher that you're grateful for? And watch what happens to that post. The next day, pick a friend. The next day, pick a family member.
whoever, and if you do that every day for 30 days, that's one thing. But what if every single person on your team did that every day for 30 days? You're going to explode the number of conversations in your organization. You're going to explode the potential of being able to share your product or service at some point when it's appropriate. But you're going to feel so good. The team's going to be so inspired just by engaging in this type of behavior. Now, I'm not saying do this in order to be able to grow your business. I am saying when you do this, it will help you grow your business. It just will. It's the law of how things work. Don't do it for that reason. You're going to find emotional benefits are far outweigh the financial ones. But just know it's going to create more conversation. More good things are going to happen. Number 6. I want to give you an interview strategy that will blow your minds. An interview strategy for the holidays. And you're going to see me doing this same strategy. You can do it slightly different. If you have a team of any size, let's say you have a team of, say, 200 people on the team. What you can do in the month of November is you can say, hey, I would like to interview you in the month of December, after Thanksgiving. I'd like to interview you and just find out your story, your background, why you chose this company, what it's done for you and what your feelings are about the future, right? I'd like to just do a little interview with you. Would you be willing to do that? And people will die for that. And what I would encourage you to do is tell them, if you get at least 3 customers in November, or if you get at least 1 recruit in November, or if you rank advance in November, or if you get a convention ticket in November, then you'll qualify to be one of these people that I'd like to interview and feature on my page and all my social media. Okay? If you do one of those a day. Now, if you have a very small team, you don't have a lot of people to talk to, you don't have the same kind of leverage. But what would happen if you interviewed somebody else in your company from some cross-line situation? What if you went upline and interviewed them? What if you found a way to interview somebody that worked for the company? What if you found somebody that lived in your town for different backgrounds, and you just interview those people about their experience with your opportunity? What's going to happen? People are going to see those interviews. They're going to be inspired by that. They're going to start reaching out to you. This interview strategy by itself can explode the conversations that are happening inside your organization over the course of the holiday season. Number 7, challenges and contests. Challenges and contests. See, there's 2 types of leaders. One leader has one way of thinking that says, you know what, people aren't up for this. I'm just going to wait till January. A different leader says, I'm going to create more conversations by challenging people. And use your creativity. The challenge might be 5 customers in 5 days. Who's in? Or it might be a gratitude post every single day. That might be a challenge. Or it might be to do at least one, get 10 people on a Zoom call, a recruiting opportunity Zoom call that's happening, at the beginning of the month. It might be a 10 and 10 strategy to sample the product 10 times in 10 days. It might be a home meeting strategy to host at least 1 home meeting a week for 4 straight weeks. Whatever the challenge is, it could be around customers, it could be around prospecting, it could be around sampling of your product, it could be around any kind of trial use, it could be around any kind of recruiting activity, it could be around the number of appointments that you're getting scheduled. But people will leap forward to challenge when they normally pull back from no challenge. I mean, if there's just nothing, everybody's going to get overwhelmed with the holidays. You give them a challenge, it's a completely different thing. Another area is contests. Whoever rank advances this month is going to get this. And it could be small things. You can send somebody a holiday t-shirt. You could send somebody a cool hat. You could send somebody a signed copy of a book. You could take some books, a book that's really meaningful to you, send it to the company, ask the owner or the CEO if they'll sign those books. So you can use those as gifts and contests that says anybody that sends out 100 text messages is going to get this. Whoever sends the most is going to get this. So just add some of these contest winners to your Christmas list and understand contests and challenges are going to increase the number of conversations. The number of conversations that happens is going to increase the volume that happens within your organization. Anything you can think of, anything. But you've got to start planting the seeds for those challenges and those contests now. And think about in your organization, what behavior do you want to modify during the holidays? Is it about customers? Is it about appointments? Is it about product sampling? Is it about using your product? Maybe you got you're in a health company and you have a weight loss product. It might be a challenge or a contest on weight loss during the holidays. It might be a detox to prepare yourself for 2020. It might be a cleanse. It might be whatever. Okay. It could be how many people are getting registered to come to GoPro Recruiting Mastery. It could be whoever gets to there is going to, qualify for X. It could be getting registered for your next company convention or whatever it happens to be, right? Challenges and contests. Use those as strategies to do what? Increase the number of conversations, okay? Get creative with that. Play with it. It could be a 3-day challenge. It could be a 14-day challenge. It could be a 10-day challenge. It could be a 7-day challenge. It could be a 1-day challenge. Whoever talks to the most people in 1 day is going to win. Whatever it happens to be, right? You can go crazy with the challenge and do a how to recruit 20 people in 30 days challenge if you want to, right? Who's in? Who wants to do this during the holidays? Yes, of course, during the holidays. Because while everybody else is sleeping, we're going to run. Okay? So think about that. Number 8, holiday party. Here's what I would encourage you to do during the holidays is to schedule a party for your team and their families and all of the customers in the local area. All customers, all prospects, all team, all families, and have a holiday party to show your appreciation for your customers, to show your gratitude for your team, and to show your prospects what a positive, incredible environment you have. Throw an amazing party during the holidays. Throw an awesome, incredible party during the holidays and watch what happens with the number of conversations. It's for family, team, customers, and prospects. Throw an incredible party themed around what it is that you do. But have fun with it, okay? Holiday parties are going to help you. Number 9. This is kind of a challenge or a contest. Not really. I guess it's more of a campaign. And that is this. This idea. Let me ask you this. Do you have a strategy in your company where a person can make $500 in, let's say, 10 days? 10 days, 2 weeks? Do you have? I bet you do. Is there a way for a person to come in, do some activity, make $500 in 10 days if they just go after it? I would encourage you to go on an aggressive campaign recruiting just for extra holiday cash. Would you like to make an extra $500 in 10 days? Would you like to make some holiday cash over the course of 10 days? We'll tell you step by step how to be able to do that. So number 1, you could do it to be able to show everybody in the team what's possible. Number 2, everybody in your team probably needs an extra $500. And instead of just telling them, just do what you normally do every day for the rest of the year, let them put a specific thing on it and say $500 or whatever the number is, $300, $500. You want to make $500 in extra holiday cash? They need that badly. Show them specifically how to do that. And also use that as a recruiting push to be able to go to your teams and say, go to your prospects and say, listen, I know you've been thinking about this. Go to your customers and say, you're using this product anyway. Would you like to earn an extra $500 in holiday cash? I can show you how to do it with this product that you're already a customer of. I can show you how to do it, distributor, in the company that you're already a part of. Just do this, and I'm here to help you. If you give them a specific target, they're more likely to take action than if you just tell them, hey, it's available anytime. $500 in 10 days, $500 in 5 days, and I'm using the $500, but whether it's $1,000, $500, $300, $100, whatever it is, it's going to be meaningful to people. And if you give them a simple game plan in order to be able to earn extra holiday cash, you will get people's attention. They need it. They need to not load up another credit card. And number 10, this is a time of year when people are setting goals for 2020. And I would encourage you to put together a group where you will coach them specifically on how to set the most amazing goals for 2020. A simple step-by-step, maybe it's a private Facebook group. Maybe it's a group that gets together on Zoom. But I want you to encourage all your team to enroll in this group coaching that you're going to do with that group for free. Encourage everybody in the team to be a part of that and help them set goals for 2020. Now, in addition, go to your customers and say, hey, I know you're not interested in the business, but would you like to participate in this goal setting session to be able to make 2020 the most amazing year ever? Go to your prospects and say, would you like to be a part of this? It's free. We're just going to map out how to be able to create some positive goals for the year. Okay? This group goal setting coaching is going to get people into action. And if I'm trying to help somebody create goals for 2020, what do you think my strongest advice is for 2019? Start early. You don't want to start 2020 with a blank piece of paper. You want to start with some momentum. You want to start having built something during the November and December in order to be able to have 2020 have its best chance for success. So this leads to more conversations here, and it leads to more action before if you lay out an incredible game plan for 2020, it's going to be very difficult for you not to take some action during 2019 to give 2020 a better chance. Just the way it is. So that's strategy number 10, group coaching. Set this up for you and your team. And I told you I got one more bonus strategy, and then I've got something really cool to share with you for 2020, for each and every one of you to be able to maximize this holiday season and maximize 2020 more than anything else. And that's this: extra special recognition. This is a season where it's more emotional than normal. People struggle during this time of year. People have difficult times during this time of year. People are lonely during this time of year. People are misunderstood during this time of year. Single people are frustrated during this time of year, watching other people, do the things that they're doing. People who've lost family members are hurting during this time of year. One of the coolest recognition strategies I ever heard of was from a leader of a company, CEO of a company. And during the holiday season, what he did is he sent a letter not to the people on his team, not to the top leaders on his team. He sent a letter to those team members' parents, to those team members' family, and says, I just want you to know what an amazing superstar your daughter is and why you should be proud. And he gave as much detail as he could give. I want to tell you what your son means to the world and to this company. And here's why you should be proud. I want to tell you what your husband or what your wife is really doing here and why it's important. I want to tell you what your dad or what your brother or what your sister. He would write these letters to family members. And more than a letter to that person directly, the letter to the family members was one of the greatest gifts he could give. The productivity from that group, the loyalty from that group, the long-term persistency from that group was spectacular off the chart. So I want to encourage you to make a list of some people that are meaningful to your life, meaningful to your business. And I want you to send a letter to their family, letting that family know why this person's so spectacular. Interesting, right?
Interesting. These will become.
All right. Did you guys hopefully get a few nuggets out of there? And, I think the best part for me is really talking about, once again, decisions is Thanksgiving is one day, Christmas is one day, right? There's opportunity for us the entire time through the rest of the year to have these interactions with people and have the confidence that what we have isn't something that we should push aside because it's the holiday season. It's something that we should be advocating even more so if we truly believe what we have our hands on is a gift. So don't hide the gift, share the gift, find creative ways for your team to have that confidence that we're going to continue to push through. And I'll tell you what, we've seen this for over a decade now. The people that create more momentum heading into the new year have more explosive growth in the huge months, January through April. So do not do yourself a disservice by not putting yourself in the best position you possibly can to have success. But I know that went extra long. Michelle, wrap it up.
Just love you guys to pieces. It just makes me like my brain just go, whoa, like how many letters can we do? What kind of type of team things can we do? Like how big can we go out there and just shine a light on the world? Right? It's just so big. I did put the serum in Telegram and on Facebook. So let your people know. Marisa, we saw it. You already got your order in. That's amazing. That stuff is so good. While you are with people over the holidays, you guys have your products out in your bathroom. Like in all of our bathrooms, we have the hand cream out. In all of our showers, we got all, our shampoo, conditioner, the body wash, like all those things. The Axio is out. Be a product of the product in terms of just taking your pills, drinking your Axio, all these different things. You don't have to be like, oh, you need to do this, you need to do this, you need to do this. While you're with your family, enjoy your family, be present with your family, ask your, family and friends, lots and lots of questions, be an unbelievable listener. Right. And then you can talk about it right the day after. I'm like, oh my gosh, I can't get you off my mind. You told me this. Oh my gosh, what about this? Some of those things, like enjoy and be present with them, but definitely ask lots of questions because we do have a gift. And Canadians, we'll get you guys taken care of. We'll message you guys on some stuff for you. So I hope that makes sense. And if there's any other tips and tricks, you guys, that you've got, put them out there on Facebook and One Person Big Difference, and let's really help make a difference. But I'm telling you, the holiday cards has been every single year one of the greatest tips for reconnection with so many people in regards to them being, just relational in general, but then later becoming customers and distributors. So make sure you share that with your teams if they're not on here too. So, all right, I think that's it. Sorry guys for going long, but I watched that today. We talked on the leader call how whenever we present, we try to prepare and do different things. And sometimes we read a certain sections. And so today I was like, we got to do the holiday call. So I was reading and searching. Then I came across that and watched it. And I'm just like, he's the expert. Let's get him. So I hope that was of value. This is when Sean says, hush up, Michelle Poe. All right. Who's in class today? Learning how to bless. We're together for everybody.
Oh, you guys got a bonus song today even as well. All right, you guys have an amazing week. Have a wonderful Thanksgiving, and we will chat very soon.
Love you all, and Canadians will get with you. Love you.